What is good, Cut It people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam, rocking no security to the Build-A-Bear workshop at my local mall because I got all the security I need hidden in one of the bears. Someone surprises me around the corner and I pull out a Glock from between Winnie the Pooh's cheeks. Nah, I'm joking. I don't need no security because I'm just that gangster. Even my stuffed bear be rocking blood and Crip face tats and chains. But in related news, 6ix9ine also had concerns about security, and then he called out Drake last night in an interview of sorts wherein he was asking why people don't hold Drake to the same standards as 6ix9ine when he employs the same amount of security measures, actually even more, and people don't even question it. Well, there's a fairly simple answer to that question, and I think 6ix9ine already knew prior to asking. In fact, I believe he had ulterior motives with calling out Drake that honestly shows his marketing genius. So without further ado, 6ix9ine calls out Drake. Let's talk about it. Okay, so before we begin, just to clarify my last video, because I know I pissed off a lot of 6ix9ine fans. I do not, for a fact, hate 6ix9ine. I find him to be one of the most entertaining rappers in the game right now, possibly ever. However, his music has been utter trash recently, you can't deny it. Even his own fans would agree with me that this Tattletales album that just released yesterday was a step down from his previous Day 69 or whatever it was called, but who could blame him? A lot of the features like Lil Baby and Tory Lanez apparently backed out last minute. It's probably hard to recover from a loss like that when a release date is already set weeks or months in advance. And maybe his fans like the super auto-tuned 6ix9ine voice that clearly indicates that he can't sing or hold a melody on his own, but it's just not for me. And lastly, before we actually dive into the primary topic of today's video, I believe if he wants to maintain longevity in the rap game, he needs to back his brand with music. The antics can only entertain for so long until it gets repetitive, a process that I already think has begun. As mentioned in the intro, a 6ix9ine interview of sorts surfaced on social media wherein he explained a multitude of topics and controversy that surrounded his name, such as why exactly he felt justified in snitching, but one clip in particular I found fairly interesting was his shade at Drake. Now, some fans and hip-hop listeners alike are going to claim he wasn't dissing Drake, and you're right, he wasn't directly at least, but you cannot deny that Drake was hit in the crossfire of being called out, or in other words, thrown under the bus. And hopefully Lizzo wasn't the bus driver, because then you know Drake is a goner with the bus's weight increasing by 3 metric tons. His head is getting crushed underneath that tire. But aside from that, essentially 6ix9ine bargained the question as to why fans don't keep the same energy with Drake when he rolls with hella security and even a bulletproof vest when he's in Chicago and no one says a word, whereas when 6ix9ine is in Chicago with security and no bulletproof vest, only the 6-pack of jiggles on his abdomen, fans claim he's scared. Well, sorry people, but this video keeps getting copyrighted by Billboard and Hollywood Reporter, acting like this ain't fair use, talking to the whole video other than like 30 seconds of using their content. But you can check out the video for free on their YouTube channel or Bobbalam News if you wish, link in description. But I already gave y'all the summary, so y'all already know what 6ix9ine said. Now, before we answer 6ix9ine's question for ourselves, the interviewer, or whatever you want to call him, the dude talking to 6ix9ine, already answered his question, basically calling attention to the fact that Drake isn't going around calling people out, causing issues, whereas 6ix9ine blatantly beefs with other rappers and gangbangers on purpose, so no wonder people are calling 6ix9ine out in general. It's just a taste of his own medicine. He's being treated how he's treating others, no homo. Moreover, Drake isn't attempting to portray a hardo gangster image like 6ix9ine, claiming he'll really shoot people and whatnot and really in the streets. In fact, Drake is rapping about the exact opposite, and that he hires shooters and he really a boss that don't need to be acting a fool like that. Not to mention the fact that most of the lyrical content Drake raps about isn't even about the street life or gang life. He may allude to it here and there on some songs, but it's really never that deep. Everybody knows he was a child actor for Degrassi or whatever it's called and been rapping since a kid, never really dealing drugs or anything crazy before the come up. Dude was an actor for a kid in a wheelchair. On the other hand though, 6ix9ine is a walking controversy wherein he has quite literally contradicted his own previous lyrics of never snitching by, well, becoming a federal informant and snitching and single-handedly being the sole cause of multiple people being sent to prison for life. By the way, that is not to say I would not do the same thing. I'm not attacking or defending his justification for doing what he did, but honestly, I would never even get in that situation. But all in all, Drake just has a lot more to lose too. Frankly, he is an A-list celebrity, worldwide renowned as the Michael Jackson of our era, and whether you agree or disagree with that comparison, I believe at this point he is the highest selling musical artist ever due to the impact of streaming and his talent. So make no mistake, Drake might be one of the top 10 most famous people on this planet, if not close to it. Therefore, anywhere he goes, he is a walking target. Sure, he is loved by many, even most likely, but the fact of the matter is that he is honestly way more at risk than 6ix9ine as a whole, just because more people know who he is. So yes, Drake is scared just like 6ix9ine is probably when they're chilling in public places, but the difference in their energy is quite obvious in that Drake isn't asking for all the smoke. Thus why Drake travels to Chicago booted down in security in a bulletproof vest and no one says a word, whereas 6ix9ine could go to a Starbucks in the middle of O-Block by himself, no security, and people would still talk shit because 6ix9ine asked for it all. He was talking shit to them first, but that's why he got famous in the first place, by beefing with any and all rappers that would allow him to soak up all their clout, like 42 Dugg in the alleyways of Atlanta. And low-key, to give credit where it's due, 6ix9ine is a genius for that in his own way, especially after calling out Drake, and here's why. While 6ix9ine did ask a question, he wasn't actually seeking out any answers. He was simply just doing what he normally does, which is bait conversation and controversy around his name. And what a coincidence that he calls out the most famous rapper and or artist ever, literally the day his album released. Now, we already know Drake won't respond, but even the media and blogs associating their name together in some fashion is a W for 6ix9ine marketing wise, because it only increases his exposure and likely streams. For the people who know Drake, which is basically everyone on this planet, that do not know of 6ix9ine and read or see any headlines in which 6ix9ine talks about him, will significantly increase the chances of them looking up 6ix9ine, including the possibility of his music. It's almost like a Drake cosign on social media, or a feature that 6ix9ine would never in all reality get from Drake, without Drake even having to say anything. That's the beauty of it. It's not as effective, but it still gets the job done, further confirming 6ix9ine's marketing genius in promoting his own album. But as I said in the last video, his career will continue to fall off even if he does genius acts like this, if he doesn't back up his brand with music. So with that, it's your boy Bobbalam copping a Drake feature after I let him bang my Build-A-Bear stuffed animal. Afterwards, Drake shaved a heart into his hair just like my bear had. Let me know in the comments if you think 6ix9ine called out Drake for publicity, or it was genuinely just calling out Drake just because he's a poopy head. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest hip-hop news, drama, and analysis videos, as well as to follow me on all my socials in the description, or join the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, cutty people. Know what I'm saying?